Hey everybody, this is Mitch Ferraro from F Street. I hope everyone's having an amazing day out there today. I'm the Investor Relations Director here at F Street. Super pumped about this conversation. I have my good friend, fellow hockey mate, Michael Sheppard.
Yes.
He's our VP of Capital Markets here at F Street, and I'm just super pumped to talk with him today. He's going to be going through a lot of different information about what he's doing here at F Street, but he kind of goes by Shep. You're going to hear me call him Shep throughout the podcast. So, Shep, thank you so much for your time today. I really, really appreciate it. Before we kind of hop into, what your role here is at F Street, give me a little bit of your background, what that's been like, and why you came to F Street in the first place.
Yeah, well, hey, thank you for having me. It's really exciting to be here. It's been great. While I'm still relatively new, I've known Scott for a long time. But background on me, military baby, so I've lived a little bit of everywhere, but 8th grade through high school was here. Okay. My work career has been here since 2005. I've spent time in the RIA space, worked for some big companies. Also, I have my own firm that I started from the ground up, grew, and actually exited. So I've been in this market for a very long time, and I've been really excited to get on this other side. I've worked with family offices, with RIAs. I've worked with clients, helping them design their portfolios. But now it's really cool to be on the real asset side.
Yeah. And so let's kind of just start diving in right away. So, you're the VP of Capital Markets here. You've worked with RIAs in the past. You've worked with family offices in the past. Tell us a little bit more about what your role here is at F Street and what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, appreciate that. So my role is to help amplify our efforts so that our story can be heard within the RIA, family office, and institutional markets. We already play really well here, but it's like we're a hidden gem. But when we can deepen our relationships with these capital partners, and we can take our same investment thesis in private debt, in multifamily, in industrial, and really expand that, then we can take that same investment thesis and expand our buy box. And that really benefits all our investors.
It's cool because right now, I know we work with some RIAs right now, and I do feel like you're right. I feel like it's like we want to get that word out there to all these different RIAs and these different family offices because I do think we have a very specific product that can help RIAs and family offices help diversify their portfolios and even help their clients. Maybe speak a little bit on, if you were speaking to RIAs across the country or just specifically directly, what can they maybe benefit just from maybe just having a conversation with us?
Well, there are a lot of things that we do that I would love to have a conversation about because it differentiates us from the others. We are great for diversification in the portfolio. We are a stable place for passive income. We have an investment thesis that has multiple exit paths, lots of downside protection, and upside participation that I think most would really enjoy. But when you really dig down deep, we are a firm that has been consistently executing and creating value for a long time. We know the markets that we're in. We do a lot of things to structure our deals so that there is return when we go in. We don't need everything to work right. We are not correlated to macroeconomic trends. So there are a lot of things that when I have conversations with RIAs, they say, wow, I didn't realize that it's a public-private partnership on all your multifamily projects. Wow, I didn't realize that you can have a general contractor invest in the deal and then that changes the way that the quality of the build and the timeliness of the build happens. Or, if things go wrong, you've got multiple plans where you could still have really good experience even if all things don't go right. And those are things that usually in that market really sing.
And I think too, a couple of things that you kind of just touch on right there. One, F Street Private Debt Fund, been around since 2009. Amazing track record. We pay on a monthly basis. We pay it on the last business day of every single month. We've never missed an interest payment to our investors in that. In the multifamily and industrial space, we've got guys that have been there for a long time that source deals, underwrite deals, very smart individuals on that team that really know what they're doing. And like you said, we've got multiple exit strategies, multiple oh crap scenarios that happen. And I think that's just what is most exciting here, just from my perspective at F Street, since I've been here, is we continually bring on super talented individuals like yourself, bringing in someone that understands the space, that can speak to the space, and then you have the company, the operator, I always tell Scott, like, he's built an amazing car, an amazing engine, and now I'm the driver. He's built the thoroughbred horse, and now I'm the jockey, right? So he's done a really good job of building such a fantastic, good, long track record in some different real estate spaces. Now, tell us a little bit about, your specific background that you've had before the RI, because I want people to understand that, you speak well to that space because you've been a part of it. So maybe talk a little bit more about your background in that space.
Yeah, so I started my career at Northwestern Mutual, and I guess I'll back up. So I have an electrical engineering degree. I went to North Dakota State, played football, was captain of the football team. So when I went out and I decided I wanted to get into my career, I wanted something that both gave me something that resembled athletics, where it was pay for performance and not for wait your time, and something that was intellectually stimulating. And from a family standpoint, unfortunately, I've lost two moms. I was adopted, and so when I reviewed the space of helping people plan for both the unexpected and also prepare for their future, it looked like something that would be great because I had a compelling story to tell. So I started with Northwestern Mutual, selling life insurance like most do, became an early adapter of planning. And then I started to do more work in a high net worth environment, and I was recruited away by Northern Trust. So I go to Northern Trust, I learned the generational wealth side, I go to Cannon Trust School, I get my Series 7, my CFP, and then I go back to Northwestern when they changed from we want to be really good in insurance to we want to be planners. I spent 4 years traveling across the country, coaching some of the best advisors, but traveling with my family at the time wasn't necessarily the best situation. So I left and went to principal, started to work a lot more with business owners, doing fee-based planning. I did that for 4 years, and then Mitch, I said, I got to figure it out. I want to start with fee-based planning. I want to be in an environment where I'm evaluating the whole picture, not just, say, a predetermined portfolio that fits a compliance structure, and really bring to clients what's great, like companies like F Street. So I started my own RIA called Ironwood Drive Financial Group. Ironwood Drive is a street that I lived on after my second mom passed away. And so I grew that from 1 employee to 24. We had $350 million in assets under management. And then I ultimately exited that and assumed a corporate role with Thrivent. And that's where I've been for the last 4 years, managing a large region for them, doing some stuff marketing-wise, but still working with RIAs and also family offices while coaching advisors. So I say all that, that Scott and I have known each other for a very long time. Our sons went to school together. And as I was doing my career exploration, I realized that I work in a great entrepreneurial environment. I mean, this place is a place where you don't have to ask permission for creativity, where ideas are freely shared, where people are challenged, where it's a partnership, it's not a hierarchy. It's a get shit done, culture, not a get shit thought about. So when things make logical sense, it's in the best interest of the investors, and we see a deal that fits our investment thesis, we act. And I really thrive in that environment. And so this gives me an opportunity to be creative, to have fun, to be in a great culture where we have great deals, we bring incredible things to our investors, and it gives me an opportunity to amplify the great work that our investor relations team has done, what Scott has built into an institutional market that really needs to hear how we think. And that's where I really want to harp on is a lot of people see what we do, but in this market, I want to help them understand how we think. And once they understand how we think about deals, I think they're going to be really happy with partnerships that can happen.
One, and I love all of that. That's just, I hope everyone that's listening to this just better understands where Shep is coming from. And again, I think he's going to be an amazing asset to this team because I know from the RIA space, the family office space, I think we have not even we're at the tip of the iceberg, the very tip of the iceberg with that market. And I think that's the best thing for those people to understand is that we use the word a lot, general thesis, our general thesis. This is how we think. This is what we do. This is how we plan everything out. And I think it's important that as RIAs and family offices and individual investors, that they just hear the terminology that we use a lot. They understand what we're doing on the private debt fund side, on the multifamily side, on the industrial side. It can seem complicated, but we do, I think, a really good job. One of the best features I think that F Street has here is we do a really good job of getting in front of investors or people to get them to understand what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. And at the end of the day, it's never high pressure sales. It's never like, you got to get into this deal. It's always like, hey, does this make sense? Are there questions? Is there something maybe I'm not answering that I can bring in a resource from our team to better explain than I can? Does this make sense to you? And at the end of the day, I want you to lay your head on the pillow at night and feel good about investing with us here at F Street. And I think just, I would love for you to maybe just touch on from your network perspective, maybe just give an idea of to those people, like, why should they maybe just have a conversation with us? Why is it that, we at F Street could maybe possibly do something for them and their clients or their family office?
Well, I would say first is, are they talking to their clients or are they already allocating to alternatives? Yeah. And we can do a good job of educating how alternatives can further diversify a portfolio, either a family office portfolio or an RIA, talking to their clients about getting into this space. And then second is, you can talk to the people actually deploying the capital.
Sure.
I just did a video on how a lot of times you're reading decks or you're looking at information, but you're not actually speaking to the people that are actually making decisions. And there's layers in between that. You don't have that here at F Street.
Right.
You can talk to Scott if you need to talk to Scott. You can talk to any one of our principals or any one of the people on our team. All of us are very knowledgeable, and Scott and this culture really attracts top talent. And so first, I would say you have an opportunity to have a conversation so that all of the real questions could get answered. And then second is, we can fit in the portfolio with what we do best. We do three things, we do them well. We're not all things to all people. We want to be experts at what we're experts at. We know how to talk to municipalities about what they need. We know how to identify markets where there is a need for housing. We know how to identify markets where there is a need for industrial and expand leases so that it's a good deal for our investors. And we know how to help real estate operators do what they need to do discreetly, quickly, with urgency, and with the right deal. And so those are all stories that I think, when told the right way, where we fit in our sleeve within a portfolio, that we can do a really good job performing at what we do best.
Yeah, I love that. I think you put that very perfectly. And I think another thing is that once, even like with some of the RAs that I personally work with, once I get them to understand what we're doing and how we're doing it and get them comfortable. It's been awesome to be able to work with some of those RIA clients directly. Now, those RIAs are with us when I'm having those conversations with the clients. They understand that I'm going to be that point person for F Street for that person. But I think once the comfort level is there, I think these RIAs and these family offices can say, like, I'm glad that Mitch is talking to client XYZ because he's going to be able to better explain it than I can, but I feel super comfortable making that introduction, getting them to understand who that person is, who that operator is. And I do think that it's something that I see the growth potential there is so big, and I'm super excited that you're part of the team and that you're going to be helping us continue to grow F Street, and I'm just super excited about that. Before we get out of here today, is there anything that you'd want to kind of just tell the world, tell the people about F Street yourself or anything like that?
I would say we want to be interesting enough for you to learn more. There are a lot of things that we can talk about. For RIAs specifically, there are clients that are going to be investing in real assets. They're going to be hearing about this when they're talking to their friends or they're out on a golf course. And then they may or may not bring it to an advisor, and we want to help advisors bring this, really differentiated product and relationship to their clients. For family offices who want to get into the industrial or multifamily space and maybe have not built out a team to do the underwriting of it, we can be a great co-partner in that. And so what I would say to everyone out there is F Street is doing some really good things. We've been consistent. We can be a great partner for you. So I'm hoping that they will learn more and continue to fall in love like you and I have.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Shep, thank you so much for your time today. I want to thank everyone for listening. If something did spark your interest from this conversation, you can reach out to me, Mitch at fstreet.com, Shep, it's Shep at fstreet.com.
Yes.
We're here again to have conversations, educate, just get you to better understand what we're doing, how we're doing it. So again, at the end of the day, your clients can make a good decision through real estate investment, through an alternative investment, and hopefully through F Street. So Shep, thank you so much for your time today. I really, really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a great day out there, and thanks for joining us. Take care.